How do? JR here. Welcome to a very special Workshop Wednesday. We're making a little announcement. Some of you guys may have seen this tweet that came out last week. Our first teaser to our first 1 to 500 scale kit model that's coming later on this year. And for the first time, we've been given permission to do this in open development. So, you're going to be able to watch along. There's going to be a Workshop Wednesday every couple of weeks-ish, depending on how we're working on this particular project, and give you a really in-depth behind the scenes of what goes into making these models, all the steps of the design, all the steps to getting the approvals and the test models and all this kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys will find this really interesting. And without further ado, as I'm sure most of you have guessed by my not so subtle little silhouette up at the top, it is indeed the Carrick. This has been on my list for ages, for obvious reasons. It's a very popular ship. It's a very cool ship. And although I don't own one, I see the appeal. I genuinely do see the appeal. This is our first 1 to 500 ship. And 1 to 500 scale brings up some new challenges for us. Obviously, there's a lot of parts that are going to become very, very, very small. So we'll do sort of whole in-depth design, how we're going to approach the turrets and all this sort of stuff. But just to give you an idea of where this model is going to sit size-wise, we have the first test print of it here. And this is the arrow. So this boy be big. It's just over 10 inches when the cockpit nose and the engines are on it. I've also got a Coke can for also reference. So yeah, this is a big fat ship. It's going to have all its landing gear and everything, and the cargo pods and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to take you through the features I'm going to try and get onto this model. We never quite know at this point because this is sort of early days. So we've only done one test print. One of the big things we're dealing with here is how we're going to split it. So this is my initial attempt at a split. I'm 70% happy with it. There's different ways I want to do it. I still have the hangar to deal with as well. So just do a quick tour. You guys obviously know the ship. We've got engines at the back which are not on this print at the moment. They're removed for the time being because I want to have those as separate pieces. We've got the cargo bay up at the top. Now not cargo bay, the hangar. So this will be open or closed as with normal with our models. We also are going to do something very cool with this cockpit, but the bridge on this one's quite difficult. It's a completely different way of doing it than we've done it before. So I'm not going to give too much away about that until we've sort of got the solution to it. On the underneath, we have the front cargo ramp to deal with, its front landing gear to deal with, and the cargo pods. Now, the cargo pods we want to be able to drop out and be able to replace them with other cargo pods so that later on, if things change and things become more modular, we can deal with that. And so yeah, so this is where we're at. The next model is the Carrick, 1 to 500, 10 inches long. As far as we know, we're not pre-selling it. You're just going to have to watch along and wait for it to be finished. But come in, check out these Workshop Wednesdays. I'm going to take you through the whole thing and give Carrick. And yeah, see you next time. Ta-da.